Hello friends, welcome back to this modern JavaScript series. We are continuing with the arrays and today we are going to learn about searching in array. So we often require to find an element inside an array. We have to find some items in an array or list of items. So that is why searching is very important in arrays in JavaScript. So without wasting any time, let's get started. 10, not exactly 10, it has some sort of repeated values as well. As you can see, 1 2 3 4 5 7 8 9 5 and 10. So first of all, I am printing the length of the array, then I will be performing some searching operations with this second console.log line. So the first method is index of. So you can write numbers dot index of or arrays dot index of. Then you have to provide the search element. Let's say I want to find 5. So here 5 is at two different places. So index of method finds the first matching value and returns the index of that particular element. So let us run this. What happens? So if I run this, you can see length has been printed and the index of value 5 has been printed, which is on index 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is how the index of works. It finds the first matching and then returns. And it also has other parameters here from index. Let's say I want to start from index 5. So what happens? Let us see then. So if I run this, it starts from this value. The index 5 is at 7. So here it is a index 5 and it starts from here 5, 6, 7 and 8. At 8th position it finds this value and returns the 8 here. If I write 9 here, what it will return? Let us see. So it returns -1 because from here it is not able to search 5 as a value and it is returning -1. So that is what index of works like this. So if we see other example, there is one more method named as a last index of. So basically last index of starts searching from the end of the array. So let me write 5 here, the same example. We'll search the 5 and if I start searching from the end of the array, it finds my value here. So it returns me the 8 even though 5 is there on the starting of the array at the position or index 4. So last index starts searching from the end of the array. If I provide the index here, so let me try to give 5. So what happens? Let us see. So it gives me 4 as answer because searching has been started from this, the 7th value, 7 value, the index is 5. Then it finds the 5 here because it's a reverse search. That is how this last index of works. Let us see one more example, which is nothing but the includes. So it returns a boolean value. I will again search for 5. So it will not return me the index of value 5, but it will return whether the value 5 is inside the array or not, whether this value is included in array or not. So it returns me true. But let's say I write 15, I am trying to search 15. What happens? False. So 15 is not there. So that is how this includes last index of and index of works. So it is easy to search on a singular array like this primitive array, you can say. So what if I have array something like this? I have users array which contains the object and it has values id and name. Id and name are parameters of that object and it contains several values there. So what I can do is we can perform a conditional search on objects as well. So here I am creating constant found and then I will write something like users dot. First of all we'll see find method. So find method is there, and it expects one predicate function. So predicate function is nothing but the callback function, you can say. That is why this find, filter, find index method are higher order methods, because they are expecting another method to perform this searching, you can say. So first is a value, so I'll write value. So whatever the element is there, the entire element has been stored or passed as a value here. So if I write my condition, let's say value dot id equals to 3, then it will search that whether the element has id 3, then it will return that particular element. So let me just console.log here the found, and before that I will just clear the console so that we can easily see. Okay, so let us just run this, and if I run this, you can see third indexed, I mean the third element has been printed here because it matches with the condition. You can also compare with the name here. If I write let's say Dev, so if I run this, you can see, so it's pretty easy. If I write some random text here, so that name is not there, so it will return me undefined value. So that is how find works. There is one more example, find index. So as name suggests, it finds the index of this condition, or this condition when matches, it returns the index. Let us run this. So it is giving me -1 because this particular name is not inside my users array. So if I write Jim here, so I can see the index 2 will be returned. So that is how find index works. If I compare with the id here, let's say 4. So what happens? It will return the index that is 3 for this John object. There is one more example to filter the values of an array. Let's say you want to filter the array based on one condition, and you are expecting more than one result. Then what you can use? You can use filter method here, and you can pass the predicate function similarly like we used earlier. So let's say I'm comparing here, value.id is greater than 2. So if I run this, let us see what happens. So it is returning me two different values or objects inside my array. So id 3 and id 4 has been returned because value.id is greater than 2. That is why it has returned these two values, and it has been returned as the form of array. If I change this condition to less than 2, let us see what happens. So it returns me only one array item here. So that is how this filter works. If I write equal to here, so it will return me two array objects, right? Two objects inside an array. So this is filter, find index, and find function or methods available in JavaScript array. I hope you have learned something new from this video. So please like this video and subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon as well. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you.